Oh my gosh.
Yo, what's poppin', Team Dink? As you can see, I'm in Jolene right now, my sweet, sweet kayak. I love this thing. Guess what? I'm super excited because I just got done with work, and yes, we are fishing. Here's the thing, I wanted to be on the water like an hour ago, but it started raining as soon as work ended. Of course, right? Of course. Well, I stuck it out, I waited about an hour, the rain let off, and I tell you what, we're on the water, baby. Quite honestly, this water has dirtied up a lot because of the rain, but that's okay. I trust the process. I know I'm still gonna catch some big old bass. Yeah, baby, I'm stoked. I'm literally so excited. One of the other things that I'm super excited about is the fact that I just picked up this jerkbait, and I gotta be honest with you, this might be the most beautiful jerkbait I've ever owned in my life. I love it. It is a Duo 100 SP, but dang, this color looks just so magnificent. Here's the thing, in these inland lakes in Michigan, bass freaking crunch bluegill. They just love them. So I figured this bluegill looking jerkbait is gonna be juicy. Anyways, I don't have very much time, so that's enough rambling. Let's start catching some fish. Let's go. I did not expect this water to muddy up so much, but it definitely did. So I don't know how that's gonna affect the bite, but the good news about this jerkbait is it's got a lot of flash to it. So I trust that with that sun, it's gonna be something those bass can pick up on pretty easy. Looks like it suspends pretty well. It might have like the slowest float, which I don't think is the end of the world. And man, that finish is just so gorgeous. If I was a bass, I would be slurping this thing like crazy, man. I'm thinking these fish will be nice and shallow after that rain. Water temp is on the rise, sun's still out. The one thing that concerns me is this water clarity. I may be better off throwing something other than a jerkbait, but I want to give this jerkbait a chance. I feel like if I put it in front of a bass, they're gonna just chomp it. The problem is I'm gonna need to put it right in front of their nose. I really like the profile of this jerkbait. Duo considers this a size 100, which is really like a mid-size jerkbait. You know, a lot of jerkbait manufacturers label their jerkbaits as a size 90 or a size 110, so 100 is kind of right in the middle. One of the things that I immediately noticed with this jerkbait is how freaking sticky the hooks are. About hooked my finger just getting the dang thing out of its package. No way. He ate it while I started swimming it back. All right, well, we're on the board. Took me a few minutes, but they will in fact still eat the jerkbait, even though this water is awfully dookie colored. Oh my gosh, that almost got really ugly. It did not get past the barb. Little buddy about created a problem. Oh my gosh, that was about 0.2 millimeters from going past the barb, and that would have been a bad deal. Oh, something. I swear something bumped it. There, oh my gosh, no. He about took the rod out of my hands. Oh my gosh, something torched this. He just completely did not get hooked. I don't know how in the world that happened. I gotta imagine there's more here. If one's gonna hit it that aggressively, there's gonna be another one here. This spot makes way too many. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say this spot makes way too much sense for there to be fish here. I was gonna be super frustrated if we couldn't catch one here. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, 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 okay. Oh, yeah. It may not be the ideal conditions for jerkbait fishing, but I tell you what, this little jerkbait right here just got booty slapped, so I am happy about that. Yes, sir. Little meatball right there. Beautiful fish, very chunky, pre-spawn fish, man. They're just loading up. Man, that belly is fat. See ya, buddy. All right, the conditions are not right for the jerkbait, but I am super stubborn and I want to catch fish on it, so I'm just gonna keep on working it. And I gotta imagine there's more than just that fish right here, so I'm gonna keep on working this bank. I'm kind of just getting blown down this bank, to tell you the truth, but I gotta imagine there's a couple more pushed up shallow. The wind is blowing right into this little pocket area. It's kind of just like a mud flat, to tell you the truth, but it's on the backside of a big weed flat, and I figure these fish probably push up shallow. No, dadgummit. You know, I was talking about the fact that these hooks feel awful sharp, but I just pulled these hooks right out of a couple fish already. You know, I'm not gonna blame the hooks. What I'm gonna blame is the fact that this water's dingy and these fish might be missing it completely and just kind of hitting it at a weird angle. There's a fish. God, that was such a funky little bite. I'm a big fan. I love it when that line just ticks. I had so much slack line out there. I had to set the hook like a wild child. Just a little dink, but he's fighting hard. Those pre-spawn fish, man. Okay, probably would be smart to use my net, but I am going to grab him. All right, buddy. Yeah, they're swiping at it and missing it because this water has just dingied up. just over the last day. You know, quite frankly, I've got a jerkbait in my box that I know would work better. It's a little bit larger, so it would cause more vibration, and it's actually a gold color, so it would throw a little more flash, but I'm too lazy and I don't have enough time, so I'm not gonna retie. And quite frankly, I'm having fun with this one. I like this jerkbait. Now, I'm gonna work this area super thoroughly. I can make 50 casts, and the fish, if it's not presented at the right angle, they might just not see it. I just gotta make sure I work over this area a lot, and I think that'll pay off. I think I'm gonna start actually twitching it in place a little bit more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave just a little bit more slack in my line, and I'm not gonna twitch as hard, and that's gonna allow it to stay in its position, but still throw some vibration. And I'm thinking in this dirty water, it might allow those fish just to find it a little bit easier. There's a fish. I jerked that thing hard up because it had weeds on it, and this one just slaughtered it on the paws. Yeah, I'm gonna net that fish. I don't want that jerkbait in my finger. He actually ate that good. I think my technique worked quite well. Man, look at that. It's like right in his face. So essentially what I did, I was doing smaller jerks to try to keep it in place a little bit longer. Then I hard twitched it up and out of the grass because I felt that it had grass on it. And this guy just throttled it. So he must have been sitting in that grass and he saw this thing pop out and he couldn't resist. Just a little chunk. He's short, he's fat, and I like him. I like him. You know, you work all day, you come out for like a little while, you catch some fish. That's a good day. That's a daggum good day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I have this guy foul hooked. Oh my gosh. No, I got him in the face. Holy cow, man. I have been triggering a lot of bites this year with a specific technique, and I'll talk about it in 2 seconds. You might have noticed it. They're all like about the same size. They're not like anything long, but they are fat. Look at that, just a beautiful pre-spawn fish, man. We're getting up shallow. All right, see ya, buddy. Oh boy. Anyways, let's talk about what I did there to draw that bite. Just like the last one, man, I did a hard twitch up a couple times, and that's really been allowing these fish to find my jerkbait. Oh my gosh. I just think it makes them want to eat just a little bit more. They might be following that jerkbait. So it's jerking like this, it's jerking like this, but as soon as it hard twitches up a couple times, I think it just triggers that bite. You know, there's been countless fish that have bit after a hard twitch up this year. I was sitting here looking at this water just thinking, man, I just don't know if I'm gonna make this jerkbait work. And sure enough, we're making it work. Just kind of have to modify your techniques, and once you find that right area, they tend to be loaded up. This jerkbait's gonna be even better in the clear water, but I'm very pleased with the fact that it's getting bit today. Not a cheap jerkbait, but for 14 bucks, I definitely think it's, oh my gosh, he smoked it. I pulled it out of the grass. I was gonna say for 14 bucks, I think this jerkbait might be worth it. Oh, thick, juicy one. Definitely the best fish yet. Oh my gosh, he ate it head first. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Like he's so short, but he's so fat. Look at how he ate it. Okay, I gotta get a picture of that because that's just too ideal. I'm thinking that Jolene has some juju, man. Man, look at that fat football. Look at it. Oh my gosh. These fish are just feeding up. I literally had it bogged down in grass and I just ripped it twice, and that guy just clocked it. I'm not sure what these fish are feeding on to get so fat, but I gotta imagine there's at least a couple bluegill in their bellies. Bass just love bluegill here in Michigan, man. Back home in Kansas, we just did not have near this many bluegill in our bodies of water. Here in Michigan, all I do is buy bluegill colored baits because by golly do they hammer them. I'm having too much fun. I'm actually gonna start working my jerkbait. Whoa, what happened? My line snapped. Oh no, why did it snap? What happened? Do I have a messed up guide? I want to find that line. I really feel terrible. One, because that bass is gonna have a jerkbait in his face. And two, because I really like that jerkbait. It was 14 bucks. That was the loudest line snap I've ever heard. That was just sad. I'm not worried. I think that the bass will be able to shake it because it snapped so dang early that it's probably not lodged in his face. I'm just waiting to see a bass jump and shake his head because it's bound to happen shortly. I don't know how to, like, I'm trying to think about any way I could possibly get that back and potentially get it out of the fish's face. But I mean, he's probably long gone. and I'm just gonna keep my eyes peeled and see if he jumps. And if he does, I'm gonna try to cast near him and see if I can't hook that line. I highly doubt we're gonna be able to make that happen, but the fact that he hasn't jumped and shook his head anywhere makes me think that he might have already shook it underwater, because usually when you break off a fish, within about 30 seconds, they jump and shake their head trying to get rid of the lure out of their mouth. I'm gonna hang around this area, keep my eyes peeled. I think that jerkbait will technically float. I have pretty low hopes at this point, but I gotta at least stay for a little while and just keep my eyes peeled. I'm like sick to my stomach right now. I want to get my jerkbait back, mostly because I want to know that the bass doesn't have it in his face, but also, you know, 14 bucks. And also it was really working well. But man, I'm like sad right now. Man, I hate it when that kind of stuff happens. It's like, it's totally out of your control. Like, I have no idea what caused it. I'm definitely gonna inspect that rod a lot. I don't think there's a cracked guide in the rod. I honestly think that there must have been a weird weak point in my line, and when I went to set the hook, it just snapped. It's just odd because I caught several fish, and then all of a sudden it just kind of came out of the blue. But, you know, every time I was catching one of those fish, I might have been putting pressure on it. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think, but I'm really like, I'm just looking, I'm staring at the bank, just trying to see if that jerkbait shows up, because we've got enough wind right now to where it might just wash up towards the bank. I'll probably hang around a few more minutes, keep my eyes peeled, and you know, if it shows up, that'd be awesome, but something tells me it probably won't. Anyways, it was a great day until that point, and I'm not gonna let that ruin it, but it definitely makes me a little sad. I'm gonna just drift around a donkey tail. Despite the dirty water, it might still work, who knows. There's a fish. Donkey tail, donkey tail. I'm still sad though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, just like straight sad. But, you know, this will kind of make me feel a little better, I can't lie. The only thing that would make me feel really good is if this fish had my jerkbait in its mouth. Get back here, Chungus. Get back here, Chungus. I don't know why I'm not using my net. There we go, 1/16 ounce black mule jig, donkey tail green pumpkin, little chunk. See you, buddy. Well, I mean, oh my gosh, right away. Oh, not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. All right, well, the donkey tail works too. Oh boy, jumper. That was the first jump of the season, I think. Oh boy. Oh, buddy. Buddy boy. Oh, buddy boy. Yes, sir. Hey, give it back. Boom. Look at that hook set. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Even though I'm still sad about my jerkbait, feels nice to catch a few. If anybody knows an employee at Duo, make sure to send them this video and be like, help Ethan. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You are kidding me. Look what I just, oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That's the most insane thing. I literally just snagged the line and I just went silent because I was just like, what? Dude, thank goodness I got my jerkbait back. That was the most insane thing of my life. Like, you can't make this stuff up. I was like straight up about to cry myself to sleep tonight because I lost that thing, and I just randomly hook line and I'm like, no way, could it be? I'm like, I had to hop up on the front of my kayak. I'm like, I'm not letting that line go back into the water. I don't know why I felt in my gut that maybe, just maybe, I would get it back, even though it felt like the lowest likelihood. I guarantee you, the fish swam around with it a little bit, started shaking his head underwater. He threw it really fast, and then the wash just washed it up into this corner, and I've been fishing this corner hard, and lo and behold, I just happened to hook that line. I think that's my new favorite jerkbait, and I'm definitely gonna buy more of them. There's one. He's swimming right towards me. He actually can't tell how big he is. I think he's pretty small. He's fighting like he's big. Well, at first I thought he was small, and then he's like, no, I'm not. Don't you dare call me small. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh, he's in my drive. Okay, we're good. All right, a lot of fish in this caliber. Nice little 14, 15, yeah, it's probably 15 and a half, and he's just built. Nice day for a short trip. You know what? I'm gonna end on that cast. Caught a fish, I love it. Pre-spawn chunk. Fishy lips. See you, buddy. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this was one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me on the water. Also, this is definitely my new favorite bass fishing jerkbait, this Duo Realis Jerkbait 100 SP in this bluegill color. It's juicy, I love it, and now it's got a cool story, so I'm happy about it. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching. This was a fun trip. For an after work trip, I'm not gonna complain at all. We'll catch you next time. Also, if you want to pick up some of these jerkbaits, it's linked in the description below. It is technically an affiliate link through Discount Tackle. I love those folks over at Discount Tackle. If you purchase this jerkbait through that link, it also helps my channel and it allows me to continue making more and more videos. So I certainly appreciate it if you give it a look.